Hi, morning everybody. This is my first time making this sort of video with audio commentary from myself, but I figured that I really needed to do this because I've been playing this game, Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, for quite a little while now, since it was released on Steam. And while it was fun at first, it's really starting to lose its appeal to me for a number of reasons, several of which I'm going to be outlining here in real time pretty much. Normally what I would have done, as those of you who've seen my previous videos from this game would attest, I would have played the various duels through, those that I win and those that are particularly outstanding to me. I would then play back the recordings and record those recordings on my computer, save them, and then upload them here to my channel on YouTube. But this time around, I'm not going to wait to do the playback. I'm just going to play a duel in real time, and that duel is going to, I think, emphasize the issues that I'm starting to have with this game. So let's go right into, first of all, the decks that I've developed since I played this game. Now you see that there are 18 decks here out of a possible 20, and a number of these decks are decks that I would have unlocked through playing solo mode, and a number of these decks are also decks that I created myself. And you'll see some of these have some very fun names to them. So one of those that I created on my own initiative is Obelisk the Tormentor, because yes, I was able to unlock that card. And Ra Dragon, I was able to unlock the Wind Dragon of Ra. Slifer Power, was able to unlock Slifer the Sky Dragon. And then you have this one here, Castlevania, for those Castlevania fans out there. I'm still building on this particular one. It's not a complete deck as yet. I am getting together the various cards that I think I would need to make a compatible deck for this, slowly but surely. But that's in the pipeline for now. And then there's this one, Exodia the Obliterator, which is, of course, as you can imagine, based on Exodia. And I created this one after spending some time to unlock the different Exodia pieces. That meant I had to dismantle a number of cards and craft some of these, and also get booster packs and such. Alright, let's just go right into the duel mode, which is right here. And okay, here we go. Now you have free duel, which is this at the bottom here. You can go into various rooms and duel at your leisure. And then you have ranked duel, which you can duel persons from around the world who are also playing the game for different ranks. You have, as you see right here, right now I am at gold rank, tier 5, and this tier has 5 tiers total on this rank, and the higher you go, according to the idea, the harder the opposition gets. The lower your rank is overall, they rank you according to your skill level and put you against other players according to your skill level. So we are in season 2 of this ranked duels session right now, and this one ends on the last day of this month. We're in February 2022. So let's go right into this. So ranked duel, and before you go into the duel, okay, before I even go there, right now you see here it says after one more win I can go to the next tier, which is tier 4. Now before you start dueling, you have the option to select a deck or edit your chosen deck as needs be. And for this example that I'm making in this video, I'm gonna go with the Gravekeeper deck that I crafted. It was one of the first earliest decks that I built, and it is probably my best deck so far. So select, deck selected, and now we're going to duel. Alright. Now you're gonna hear me making quite a bit of commentary as this duel progresses. Going up against this player, don't know who it is. Alright, opponent won that coin toss, deciding to go with a first or a second, and I am going first. And just like that, my first quibble with the Yu-Gi-Oh card game as it currently stands. Apparently, they have said that there is a rule now that you are no longer allowed to draw a card on the very first turn, which I find that to be absolutely crazy, because why would you do that? If you're gonna do that, you're basically robbing a person of the ability to get decent cards out. So I'm saying that if you're going to keep persons from drawing a card on the very first turn of the duel, why not make it so for both players, so that both players are unable to draw a card on their respective first turn? That would make it more balanced and even, in my opinion. Alright, so anyway, we go here. I just summoned Gravekeeper's Heretic, and I'm equipping him with this card, Gravity Axe Girl. Increases attack power by 2300 by 500 points. First turn of the duel, of course, you can't attack, so end it right there. Now, let's see what sort of strategy our opponent here is coming up with. Now, this is something that I really don't like. It's taking them quite a while to decide what they're going to do. I mean, sure, you're gonna take a few minutes to consider your strategy, but one thing that I've begun to observe in this game, and it wasn't prevalent in Duel Links, which I had previously played, but the duelists, sometimes they're just summoning monster after monster, and they're just flooding the field, and it takes upwards of 5 minutes and more for them to do, and it's very taxing and frustrating. And duelists who run decks like this, I'm seeing that this person is running a Blue Eyes deck, they are among those who are particularly guilty of this. Alright, so alright, they're doing that. Oh, great. Let's see. Oh wow, special summon of Blue Eyes. And well, the plus side of it is that that card cannot attack the same turn that he activates that effect. Yeah. So get myself into that mode. What's he gonna do next? Because it's still his turn. Great. Does that again. Thought he had already done that. Oh, great. Blue Eyes Twin Burst Dragon. Yep. Getting that. Oh. On monsters. Sometimes you have to actually read the card effects carefully and properly to know what to do. Let's see here. Okay. Play that. Get rid of him. Alright, next up. Oh, what's this? Deep Eyes White Dragon. Special summon. Oh, great. And his attack is that. And it goes up to 3000. Wonderful. Okay. Fortunately, I have that card. End my turn. Now it's his turn. Now if I'm lucky, because I have not been lucky in the last couple of duels I've played, if I am lucky, this person won't wind up flooding the whole damn field with monster after monster after monster and drawing 10 cards at a time and then taking up time. Alright, so as it stands right now, my life points are that much lower, and my Swords of Revealing Light is the only thing holding him back. But I've made a few previous videos that center around my Gravekeeper deck, and while it kinda gets boring after a while to make videos based solely on the Gravekeeper deck, to be honest, it's one of the more viable deck strategies out there that isn't focused on all sorts of crap, like summoning multiple link monsters and multiple synchro monsters and multiple XYZ monsters at a time within the first turn at that. Alright, so here we go. Oh, what's this? True Light. Cannot target Blue Eyes White Dragon in your monster zone with card effects. Okay then. Special summon that. And that's before his draw phase. How nice. Okay, so in phase 1, and while I'm waiting for him to do his next move, I'm going to, oh, there he makes his move. That's the Burst Stream of Destruction card. Destroys everything, every monster on my side of the field. And he summoned another Blue Eyes. So what did he summon now? Blue Eyes Twin Burst Dragon again. Three, 6, 9. The only thing that has saved me just now is my Swords of Revealing Light, which just ended. And yeah, that card is too high level, it's not gonna help me. You see, this is one example right now of something that I mentioned a while ago. That players swarm their field with all these high level monsters, sometimes several of them at a time, right? And especially in some cases where you're supposed to have them dead to rights and they just destroy you, right? And there go my life points there. And there go my life points there. And that's it. And normally for games like this, it's supposed to be an equal measure of card skill in terms of how you play your cards, as well as luck of the draw. If you are fortunate enough to get just the right card at just the right moment, you might be able to pull through, but that was not the case here. I've already maxed out the dual pass system right there. Yeah, and there you go with that. And I'm going to try again to further emphasize what I'm talking about. This time I'm going to go with a different deck. And I'm gonna go with this one, Danger Zone I call it. It's based on the Danger series of monsters with a few other support system in place. Alright, so if I'm fortunate, there's a very low chance that I might win this duel. If I win, that's fine, but chances are very likely that I'm going to end up getting screwed over again because of a couple of the other issues that I have with this game at this point. Alright, so we start out. Seems I got a pretty good hand here. Let's see, how does this go? Altergeist. Or Altergeist, I don't know how you pronounce that. Okay. Probably not all of these cards in my hand are the best set, but I'll make do with what I've got here. Max C, that card I think has gotten mimetic status for some reason. So set this also. Now let's see here. Can send, activate. Alright. It's taking him a little while to choose because he's supposed to choose a card from my hand to discard. Okay, he chooses that. If this card is discarded, you can send one danger card from your deck to the graveyard. I know exactly the one that I'm going to send. Okay, so this card is discarded. You can special summon. No, it's not that one. Discard. No. This is the one I want to discard from my deck. And let's see. If this card is discarded, you can special summon. Nice. Well, if all goes well, which at this point I kind of doubt it will, activate that. Yes, another card that's got mimetic status. Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. Great. Okay, great. So just hold off on that for the moment. Alright, so that other player special summoned that monster. And it's taking a little time further. These delays are a little frustrating after a while. But you just have to roll with it because, you know, it's the nature of the beast that is known as the internet. Internet connections can be slow sometimes. Okay, great. He special summoned 2 monsters there. And that's before his turn, which he's just taking his turn now. Okay. And now the crap begins. This person has linked summoned. He's about to activate a card effect from his graveyard. You can add one Altogeese monster from your deck to your hand. Alright, don't need to activate my card just yet then. Now bear in mind for this duel, right now we both still have an intact 8,000 life points. Alright, but if he's going to do what I think he's about to do, let's see how quickly that changes against me. Alright. And this is only the 3rd overall turn of the duel, of this duel. Alright. What is he waiting on? Is he considering a strategy, but shouldn't he know what he wants to do at this point? Because this wait is really starting to grate on my nerves, and I am thinking that this is a problem that other players have had to be dealing with. Okay, great. And while I'm at this, while I'm waiting once again, oh, look at that. He's doing more link summoning. And I'm going to outline just now what one of my major issues is. Players tend to be, when they link summon one monster after another, one monster after another, special summoning one monster after another, flooding the field like what happened in the previous duel earlier in this video. Right? Flooding, well, that person only put 3 monsters on the field, but they were all high power monsters at that. But sometimes they not only flood the field with monsters, but they overpower the monsters, getting all sorts of high level crap out there. 5,000, 6,000. On one past occasion, somebody had a monster out that was up to 11,000 attack. That's overkill. If you know you're gonna win, just attack and be done with it. You know? Alright. What now? What's he waiting on now? Check out his card again. Okay, when he activates a monster effect, blah blah blah. And this is taking quite a while. Yet again he link summons. And what's he bringing out this time? A high level monster. What's the effect? If this card would be destroyed, you can banish one monster from your graveyard instead. And he's got quite a few monsters in his graveyard right now. So yeah. So while I'm waiting for all of that to happen, take a look at my danger dog, man. Yeah. Don't want to lose too much attention from off the field because you don't know what kind of things they'll be coming up with. Oh, now what? Sent that to the graveyard. What's he doing? Summoning once again. More link summons, blah blah blah. All of this is just a waste of time, you know. Just a waste of time. My time, his time, or her time. Everybody's time. Now, of course, I know that because of this card's effect, Altergeist Memory Gant, that because of its effect, it's likely not going to be destroyed by my Mirror Force. There you go, see? Which means I better activate this as well. First Monarch. Defense position. Because what else am I going to put it in? Oh, great. Powered up his monster to 4300 attack. Discard this from my hand now. Activate Dogman's effect in my graveyard. Bring his attack down by 1000, which isn't all that much in the greater scheme of things. And it goes right back up. Nice. Oh, lovely. Grave Squirmer. A monster that would have a very useful effect, but against this crap that's here on the field right now, it's not going to be worth anything. And that comes back. Alright. More summoning. And the problem that I have with these kinds of summons, link summoning and all of that, all of these new types of summoning that have been coming out over the last few years, they flood the field, and particular deck types that you might set up, like what I was showing earlier, you would have seen that I have a ninja deck. That you saw me using the Gravekeeper style deck. That those decks don't hold a candle to these kinds of deck types that these people are now coming out with. And honestly, it just to constantly be losing against these kinds of decks that flood the field and give them overpowered monsters, it just sucks the life and the fun out of the game. Right? Oh, see? Another monster that was link summoned. And 4, 5, 6. Among all the monsters that this person has on the field, there is more than enough here to completely... Oh, you see? This person even has a direct attack. And there you go. This person is flexing. Needlessly flexing. I'm already going to lose. Yeah, you don't have to rub it in my face like that. Right? That's one other thing that I have a problem with right now. These duelists who love to flex that they have all the most powerful monsters. Oh boy. And now I'm going to show you my win-loss ratio to date. Okay. I'm going to show you my win-loss ratio. Come back out here. And data shows that I have... Okay, let's go from the top here. 216 total number of duels. That would include all the duels that I have played in solo mode, right? But we're not counting those here. We're looking on the standard duels, which is the same as the number of PvP duels, which you see further down. It's the same numbers, referring to the same set of stats. So PvP duels, standard duels, 124 of those total that I have played in. And of those 124, how many have I actually won? 39. So my win-loss ratio is heavily skewed in terms of how many losses I have. What does that mean? 124 duels played in PvP overall, of which I've only won 39 to date. 85 duels I've lost. 85. And when you have a lose ratio like that, and sometimes it's several times in a row, it happens. Right? And in some cases, the only reason that I have won some duels is because there was poor connection on the other person's side, or they just quit or something. I don't know. But honestly, it is disheartening. It's getting me disillusioned. And several other people out there, I have seen the message threads out there. Persons are getting frustrated and are voicing that frustration. Right? So, I'm not sure what to make of it. Really. But those of you out there who are watching this video and have been playing this game and are feeling the same way as I am feeling and as others have felt, you can let me know what you think, right? And honestly too, Konami is coming up with some rules for this game, for the whole Yu-Gi-Oh game as a whole, that it's just causing people to just throw up their hands and leave. Because if we can't play to have fun anymore, but persons are just playing to flex their muscle and win, as opposed to us just being able to have a nice game where I win, you win, I win, you win, I lose, you lose. It's not balanced anymore. It doesn't seem that way to me. Not from what I've seen in this game, not from my experience playing this game so far. And I'm not talking as a novice here. I've never played in tournaments myself, but when I was in university, my friends and I, we used to collect the cards, and we would play the Yu-Gi-Oh card game with each other. And sometimes I would win, sometimes they would win. And the strategies back then we didn't have synchro summoning. We definitely didn't have link summoning or pendulum summoning, which is a load of utter BS to me. Alright? So right now it's all about just winning, I presume, winning tournaments and all of that. And it's just not fun anymore for casual players like myself. So there's got to be something that's got to be done to make it more balanced, more fair for everybody. Not just people who want to win tournaments and whatnot. Can we please get it back? That's all I got to say. So thanks very much, guys. That's where I am.